Welcome to Gun and More.
Let's have a look around. Hi guys, ever wondered how cricket bats are made? I've got Dave here with me from Gun and More, who will talk us through that and walk us through each step of the process.
Thank you, Abid. Well, here we are. This is a starting point for a cricket bat.
When a cricket ball traveling at nearly 100 miles per hour hits a bat,
We all know they're made of wood, actually made of willow, a specific type of willow, Salix alba caerulea. That is the willow that we use.
the collision lasts less than a millisecond. In that tiny moment, an enormous force is transferred from a 5-ounce leather ball into a piece of wood. The impact is powerful enough to break bones, yet the bat doesn't just survive. It sends the ball flying over 100 meters into the crowd. This is not luck, it is engineering. A modern professional cricket bat may look traditional, but it is far more than a shaped piece of wood. It is a carefully designed tool built to absorb shock, store energy, and release it efficiently. To achieve this balance of strength and lightness, factories combine centuries-old wood preparation methods with heavy industrial machinery. Today on Production Point, we're stepping inside the factory to see how raw willow logs become some of the most powerful cricket bats in the world, the English willow supply chain. Every top-level cricket bat, whether used in India, Australia, or England, begins its life in one place, the wet, marshy regions of the United Kingdom. The wood comes from a specific tree known as English cricket bat willow, or Salix alba caerulea. This tree thrives in damp soil and grows quickly, which gives the wood its unique structure. English willow is prized because it is lightweight, soft, and full of tiny air pockets. These air pockets act like natural springs, allowing the bat to compress slightly on impact and then bounce back, sending energy into the ball. This is what creates the famous ping sound players love. Other types of willow, like Kashmir willow, are denser and tougher but don't offer the same performance. Specialist suppliers have controlled this process for over a century, planting tens of thousands of trees every year. Each tree takes around 15 to 20 years to mature, making willow one of the most time-intensive raw materials in sports manufacturing, from logs to cleaves. Once the trees are ready, the logs are cut into manageable sections called rounds and sent to milling facilities. Instead of being sliced with saws, the wood is split using wedges and mallets. This method follows the natural grain of the wood, which is critical for strength. cutting across the grain would weaken the bat and increase the risk of breakage. These split pieces are called cleaves. Each cleave is shaped into a rough triangular form with a flat face and a thicker back. At this stage, the wood still contains a huge amount of moisture, sometimes over 50%. If the bat were made now, it would be heavy, weak, and unstable. Seasoning the willow. Drying the willow is one of the longest and most important stages in bat production. To prevent cracking, the ends of each cleave are dipped in wax. This slows down moisture loss and ensures the wood dries evenly. The cleaves are then stacked in drying sheds or controlled kilns for anywhere from 6 months to over a year. Modern factories use moisture meters to track progress carefully. The goal is to reach a moisture level between 10 and 12%. If the wood dries too much, it becomes brittle. If it stays too wet, the bat will lack power and durability. This stage requires patience, grading and hydraulic pressing. Once dried, the cleaves are graded based on appearance. Higher grades have straight, even grain lines and fewer visual marks. Lower grades may have discoloration or knots. Interestingly, these visual flaws don't always affect performance. But professional players and buyers often prefer clean-looking bats. Next comes one of the most critical industrial steps, hydraulic pressing. Willow is naturally soft, and without compression, it would dent badly when struck by a ball. Factories use heavy hydraulic rollers that apply thousands of pounds of pressure to the bat face. This process compresses the wood fibers, making the surface harder while maintaining its spring-like qualities. Too much pressure kills the rebound. Too little pressure leads to early damage.
Mount. Always follow the emergency.
Finding the perfect balance is one of the biggest skills in bat manufacturing. Building the handle and V-splice. While the blade is being prepared, the handle is built separately. Cricket bat handles are not solid wood. Instead, they are made from layered cane with thin rubber strips in between. This design absorbs shock and reduces vibration, protecting the player's hands from impact sting. The handle is joined to the blade using a V-splice, a deep V-shaped cut at the top of the bat. Industrial adhesive is applied, and hydraulic pressure forces the handle tightly into place. This joint is under extreme stress during play, especially when hitting powerful shots, so precision is essential. Shaping the bat. In large factories, the rough shaping of the bat is done using CNC machines.
Operation is breathtaking.
These computer-controlled systems carve the spine, edges, and contours based on digital designs. This ensures consistency across thousands of bats and allows brands to offer different profiles for different playing styles. However, for high-end bats, skilled craftsmen still play a key role. Using hand tools, they remove small amounts of wood while listening to the sound it makes when tapped.
Notice the difference in profile. The high spine of Bat A creates a high sweet spot, while Bat B...
This fine-tuning improves balance and feel, turning a good bat into a great one. This is where industrial production meets human experience. A balanced production point focuses on deeply. Sanding, binding, and finishing. Once the bat has been shaped to its rough profile, it moves on to the finishing stages, where attention to detail transforms it from a block of wood into a professional quality cricket bat. The first step is sanding. This process is done in multiple stages, beginning with coarse sanding that removes any leftover tool marks from carving or CNC shaping. This is followed by progressively finer sanding, gradually smoothing the surface until the bat feels silky to the touch. The goal is not only a visually appealing finish, but also a surface that allows the ball to make consistent contact, improving both control and power. Next comes binding, a critical step for the handle's strength and performance. The handle, which is already made from laminated cane and rubber, is tightly wrapped with strong nylon or synthetic thread. This wrapping reinforces the splice, which is the joint between the blade and the handle, and provides extra grip for the batsman. A well-bound handle reduces vibration and ensures the bat can withstand repeated high-speed impacts without losing integrity. Finally, the bat receives its polish. Factories often use rotating buffers made from natural fibers, which generate gentle heat as they spin. This heat draws out the natural oils in the willow, creating a glossy finish without the need for heavy chemical varnishes. The polish not only makes the bat visually appealing, but also protects it from minor moisture and surface damage, extending its lifespan. Testing the sweet spot. After finishing, every bat undergoes quality control tests to ensure it meets professional standards. One of the most important tests is the ping test. A high-grade cricket ball is dropped or lightly tapped on the bat's face to listen for its sound. A sharp, clear ping indicates the wood fibers have been properly compressed and will return energy efficiently, providing the ideal rebound for striking balls. A dull or muted sound suggests the bat requires further pressing or finishing. Once the bat passes the ping test, additional steps are taken to prepare it for the market. Protective stickers are applied to the face to prevent scratches and surface cracks during shipping and use. Rubber grips are fitted to the handle, giving the player better control and comfort. Finally, the bat is weighed, ensuring it matches the desired specifications, shrink-wrapped, and packaged for transport. From there, it's ready to travel from the factory floor to the hands of professional players around the world, a perfect combination of craftsmanship and industrial precision. The journey of a cricket bat is truly unique. Starting as a willow tree in an English swamp, seasoned for a year, compressed under hydraulic pressure and carved into a precision tool. Its fibers improve with use, reaching peak performance over time. Do you prefer the thick-edged T20 bats or classic test bats? The ping is engineered into the wood. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for our next Inside the Factory video on forging giant steel anchors.